Absolutely important to keep an accurate database of who has been vaccinated, simply because it helps you track how far you've gone with your vaccination campaign, but also with those vaccines that are more than one shot, the 2-shot vaccines. You'll get to know exactly how many people have received one shot and need to come back for a second shot, and the dates, etc. With such a big population to vaccinate, it can be difficult to track. So it's really important that those who are over 60 at this point head on over to that portal and register yourself. vaccine.enroll.health.gov.za. We'll keep showing it from time to time at the bottom of your screen. In fact, let's take you to the Free State to see how the uptake has been among those of this particular age group, over 60-year-olds. eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu is in Bloemfontein and joins us now for an update from there. So Manqoba, we're just trying to get a sense and a flavor of how the registration is concerned, particularly with that big concern about access to the internet, right? I just read out the vaccine, the portal website, but not everyone will have access to that. What's the situation you are finding in the Free State in Bloemfontein?
Indeed, Tulas, it boils down to the issue of access, and that's one of the concerns that we've heard from some of the senior citizens that we've spoken to here in Batu, who say that they simply don't know where to go and how to access this particular portal to register, and whether or not, the issues of data as well also, coming into play in terms of many of them saying that they don't have enough money to even go online to register for this particular portal or for this second phase of the vaccination program. But also what we do understand, Tula, so far from the Department of Health here in the Free State is that so far over 15,000 senior citizens have so far been registered in this particular province. But the province saying that they will, however, be pushing ahead. They are hoping to reach as many of those senior citizens as they continue to register them. But at this particular point, they are saying that they will be looking at other options and other measures, and we will be talking to them a bit later on just to try and find out what are some of those measures that they'll be putting in place in terms of this particular registration program. But I want to speak to a senior citizen here, one of the gogos here in Batu, Umama Ukelibukhile Khotle. Mama Khotle, ngifuna ukubuza kwena wena ngokwakho busibhaliselile ukwazile ukubhalisela ukuthola ukurejistela ukujovela ivaccine le COVID.
I thought I could register next. Yeah, no, I register. Get a register.
So, Uswanima, what are you hearing in terms of the vaccine? Have you got any information as to where you can go? Ngapalisa apila ukuzokwazi ukuthi uthole le vaccine?
Mo abasoka tukwa dextreta kwa disaka bana ba rile mo TV bana ba rile ba data kitile elim ba kawana ba phone ha kitsi ka ilete kitsi bana mo kliniki mo aketsa mai mo ketsa national le pele no ya ba kitsi
udokotela bakho bala bakutshelile ma ukuthi ubhalise le vaccine
abaplela nix banekile last this month tika D8 ababua nix.
So ke umama yena uzokwazi kodwa ukuthi ubhalise le vaccine, uyafisa ukuthi ubhalisele yona? Do you want to get vaccinated?
Ko wa ke ka khona go register ke kwa disego ke khona go tlhapa. Ya ke tla ke ka dumela.
Okay, uyakwazi ma ungena ubhalise kwifoni noma ku-internet, ikhona indlela ukuthi ungene ubhalise wena kwifoni noma ku-internet uzokwazi ukuregister? Is there a way that you can use?
No, ke na phone khale de la tla ke a ke na phone next ke na phone.
So what?
Ya no. How wa khota tswa di form
ku phone ya
mo phone ya gago? Oh, ne ke na phone ya gago. Oh,
so ufuna ukuthini ma ufisa ukuthi beza abantu la bakwazise ngale vaccine ukuthi ithole kanjani?
Yapa. Batata mo batoblela ka vaccine ka potse ga ya go buti
So uyafisa ukwazi ngayo ma?
Ya papa. Ka ba ha tšo ba le bareko. Tla tšekai. Kwa tšekai kwa kgakala kwa. Bana bao ba la ka batho ba tseba re tlhapisa bo madi a tema eNCA ya lo man e tsaba ke duma le na go dumele ya re makatsa le mare ke a dumela no ba nthabe
kanti izokusiza i-vaccine le ukuthi ungayitholi corona.
Ayitanthuisa sikiri papa.
Okay. Apha. Kuyaleboga me.
Papa.
Okay, tell us that was ugogo ki lebogile, saying that of course she herself has no information of where to get or to register for the second phase of vaccinations. She says she has heard it through the media that the registration is open, but as to where she can go, she doesn't even have a phone to register. So she, at this particular point, is still in the dark as to how to access this particular, program that is now available to senior citizens. And again, she's saying that if somebody could come to her house and perhaps register her, then she will be willing to register because herself, she wants to take this particular vaccine. And so it boils down again to the issue of access and information for many of these senior citizens who are simply not able to access that information through cell phones or through the internet due to age reason and the technological divide, if I can put it that way, Tulas, that is currently one of the challenges that many of these senior citizens, especially in rural areas, are facing with regards to this registration program.
Absolutely. It's an important conversation, Manqoba Mchunu, and a good sampling of some of the voices. We're not saying this is the experience of all people who are over 60. It's impossible to even argue that. But we are saying that there's a good chunk of that segment of our population who will simply be battling to find out even the most basic of information as to where exactly do I register. And once they know where to register, even access to the necessary technology becomes another challenge. Thank you for that reporting. The eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu out in Batu in Bloemfontein. And I don't know why, I just feel like, I don't know, I've not seen enough of an information and publicity campaign around this registration process and a conversation beyond the senior citizens that are the target. Yes, a conversation with them, yes, absolutely, in as many modes as possible for them to understand that they need to register, but also other people to assist senior citizens, those who are able to assist, to say to them, actually, you should be assisting with the registration. Because also if you say, they must go to their nearest vaccination center. Okay, that's great. But, you know, if I live in Kofimvaba and I'm over 60, where is my vaccination center? Even those, I feel like they need to be publicized at a local level so that everyone knows exactly that if I can't do it on the phone or online, I can go to that particular clinic, community hall, and there'll be people willing to assist. Let's get this going, guys. Come on. If we